It's been 5 days, friends, and now is the time. If you haven't already seen this already, there are some people starting to push back, and they're doing so in some creative ways that I think you may want to hear. Friends, it is time for us to not just sit on the sidelines and just let what's happening happen. You and I probably don't like what's going on with the culture. We don't like the hate. We don't like the division. We don't like all this that has been happening and transpiring in our culture. The destruction of Western civilization around us. The attack on faith. The attack on conservative principles. The Constitution. Everything. So I'm going to talk about how we can push back. Some practical steps, practical tips. I told you when this first happened, I said, we're going to find some legal ways. There's going to be some legislation that's going to get pushed, probably. There's going to be some ways in which we're going to find out this is a way that we can kind of support in order to make sure this never happens again. And to go after the people that are behind this. Now, the people who are immediately behind this are under investigation, and the law enforcement is taking care of that. But we all saw the explosion on social media of people who were very happy and excited that this happened. And because of that, there has been an increasing trend to dox and go after these people who are actively supporting and endorsing terrorism. So, what are we doing? What can be done? And first off, I'm saying everything do so legally. I'm talking about petitioning people. I'm talking about having conversations. I'm talking about reporting people to law enforcement, that type of thing. We're talking just about legal things here. We're not talking about anything that you take things into your own hands. But there are a lot of tools that we have available to us now. And part of this is we're going to be hijacking some of the things that they've been doing to us that we're going to go, okay, that's fair game. Let's do that to you now. The standards that you've held against us, we're going to now hold you to. You said that hate in the workplace is a fireable offense. Well, that's interesting because now I have coworkers who are espousing hate. I feel unsafe in my work environment now. No, I'm saying that is the kind of stuff that we can say. All right, so what can we do? First off, you need to open up your eyes a little more. And I know a lot of us are in these echo chambers. Most, on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, or whatever social media you happen to be on, you probably tend to stay inside, the echo chamber, the bubble of people who agree with you. So first off, I want you to kind of go out of your shell a little bit. So whether that means go to some of your friends' or friends that you don't really like their political positions and read their posts, okay? At work, the people that you just try to stay away from because you know that they disagree with you, go over there and listen to what they have to say. And just expose yourself to more different kinds of people, okay? I'm not saying say anything. Just keep your mouth shut and just listen, okay? Then document. If it's in person, document what they said, okay? Write it down. Figure out who else was there that may back you up on that. If you're in a state where you can record legally, then go ahead and record. Make sure that you are in a state that you can record legally before you do that kind of thing. Or else you might find yourself in hot water, right? It's amazing how that works, how people reporting stuff can get in trouble. Anyway, if it's online, take screenshots, whether it's on your phone or whether computer or whatever. There are ways, even on laptops and stuff like that, you can take a picture of the screen in the computer with a couple shortcuts. Just Google how to do that for your laptop or whatever. If you're on a tablet, you can do that pretty easy. Anyway, so document, okay? And then next, it's going to be time to report. Report these people. That is either going into, if it's a social media platform, you can report them directly on social media to the social media platform. You can also document what they said. You have the screenshot, then post it on your social media. Post it on your social media and tell other people what this person said. And in doing so, you are going to bring attention to them that maybe they don't want. Because they're probably sitting in their little echo chamber, surrounded by their lib whack friends who all like, yeah, absolutely, that's absolutely okay. But you bring what they said out of that context into the context of the real world, and they're going to find that a lot of people are outraged that they would say such things. People are upset that they said these things. So college campuses, we need to start holding people accountable for what they've said, what they're saying, and the threats that they're making. These people celebrating what happened is bad. People advocating more going forward are even worse. And these people that are advocating more to happen are committing crimes. Okay? If they're advocating for criminal action to happen, these are crimes. And as we've been told by the same people, these are not only crimes, but they are hate crimes. Right? They are criminal actions, acts of violence, because words are violence now, right? Now, it's time for us to reach down, pick up these tools that they have provided us. You need to go to your employer and tell them that so-and-so is making a hostile work environment. Tell them that I feel unsafe in the workplace because of this person's advocating for violence. It's time that those who are celebrating or calling for more, it's time for us to push back on them. And we should use the very tools that they have provided to us. They've made this bed, and now it's time for them to sleep in it. They've raised the stakes, and they've said that, if you say stuff I don't like, therefore I feel unsafe, and it's hate speech. Well, these people are not just saying something that we don't like. They're now actively committing verbal hate crimes according to their own definitions. It's not ethical for them to still be employed. So finding these people, if you can locate where they work or such, if it's on social media, calling their employer with documentation of what they've been posting on social media, and telling them that you don't feel safe going to their workplace or their store or that type of thing, and getting them fired, I think is absolutely where we are. How many people do you know that got fired because they wouldn't allow their medical choices be made by somebody else? How many people got fired for having opinions? It's time. It's time that the shoe go on the other foot, friends. All right, so I've kind of laid out some of this. I'm going to lay out a little more, but I want to just ask you the question. What do you think? This is happening already online. Do you think that this is, one, a good strategy. I know I don't really like speech being equated to violence because they are not the same thing. But the HR policies that these guys have pushed into a lot of companies, the social media rules that are out there, supposedly, exist to stop this type of stuff. So, what do you think? Should we be using these rules? Should we be using their standards against them? Do you think that this is effective? Do you think it's just kind of a waste of time? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Because I think that this is an opportunity for us to push back, let them feel how these standards are maybe a little extrajudicial. Suddenly they don't like losing their jobs or having friends lose their jobs because of things they said on social media. Maybe they don't like being held accountable for the things that they've said. Maybe they don't like getting kicked off social media platforms because nobody in this audience has any idea what it feels like to have your speech censored, to be threatened with being deplatformed, with having, the mob come after you. I mean, we've never experienced anything like that, have we? Of course, that's rather sarcastic because, of course, we've experienced all of those things because we supported a certain presidential candidate. That made us hateful, where, in fact, these people are now behaving in a way that is absolutely hateful. And I think it's time that we pressure the companies and in some cases, even law enforcement, pressure them to hold these people to the same standard that they held us to in certain locations. Now, I get it. If you're in an ultra-liberal area and you try to report somebody to like the police or certain social media platforms, right? They're not going to take you seriously. They're not going to, they think that kind of speech is absolutely okay. But by us taking these actions, by the social media platforms getting inundated with reports of violent speech, I think is a good thing. These censors, to get them flooded with stuff that actually is hate. Not just stuff that espouses a political opinion that they don't like, but rather is actual hate. So there's some steps there that I kind of laid out there. This is already happening on social media where people are being documented, what they've said, and they're moving to deplatform these people. Blue Sky or Blueski is a platform basically all for leftists. Even the platform has come out and said, people, stop threatening, people's lives. Like, stop doing that. Even Blueski, who caters completely to them, is like, this is too much, friends. Like, people, you need to rein this in. You can't be so openly advocating for criminal actions, felonies to be committed. You can't be doing that. You're making us look bad. We're trying to be on the left side of things, but you guys are making it so that the mask is off. And so let us go after these people, hold them to the same standard, or the censors, the police, the law enforcement, expose their hypocrisy. Expose their hypocrisy and document that as well, friends. Because if you can document what they did before to our people, and for what for, and then document how they completely passed on doing anything to people on this side, you can expose their hypocrisy to the public and even potentially in courtrooms. Lawsuits could be filed if they have policies in place that they are clearly enforcing differently on different groups of people, that is potentially grounds for a lawsuit. You could sue them. That's an interesting route that I don't think has been taken yet, but particularly against law enforcement. And college campuses right now are being hit with that right now because college campuses are allowing stuff to happen that they crack down on conservatives doing far, far less. All right. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Do you have further practical steps that you can do? Obviously, once again, we're talking about all legal means of doing these things. I'm not talking about going after people in other ways, but there are legal ways that you can decide not to do business with them and encourage other people not to do business with them either. All right, friends, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do together. There's already people doing this. Let's maybe consider joining them. All right? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for joining with us. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you guys later. Steve Poplar of The Poplar Report out.